Hey everyone, welcome back to Retropiece Theater and our playthrough of King's Quest 6. We just defeated the guards here on the Isle of Wonder, and now we're gonna do a little bit of exploring. So let's go over here. And let's see what's going on.
The tail end of this island is a riotous scramble of books, sand, and a spider's web.
What are these bees?
The tail end of...
I wonder if I can get one.
The tail end... Little bees buzz around the books as though the pages were laden with the sweetest pollen. Maybe they're spelling bees.
Spelling bee.
Piles of stacked books, looking ready to topple at any moment, have been arranged haphazardly on the sandy ground.
See if we can take one of these books.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No owner? All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerant clause?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
No. I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle-whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
So, we'll have to find something to give the bookworm. If you remember, several episodes ago, we found out that Ali has a magic spell book, but he wants a rare book in exchange. So I'll have to figure out something to get a rare book from the bookworm. We're going to take a look over here, though, at the spider web.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous. Oh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror, an honor to have me as a bride. Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat! The loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages.
Well, I'm a little uncomfortable.
Have you changed your mind? My offer of dead wedlock is still open.
So there's a little piece of paper over here.
That scrap of paper blew into my web from those books over there. The wind just thinks it can deposit anything here.
But if you try to grab it, she's so close, she'll bite you, and you'll die. So we're going to distract her by pulling on this loose thread.
Hey, don't touch that thread!
And then we're going to grab the
Alexander
paper.
snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
Of course, it says love.
The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it said well enough.
Well, that's about all we can do over here, so let's leave. And head up north this time. Let's see what we have in this marsh here.
A stick is stuck in the middle of the swamp. A large tree stretches knotted limbs out over the swamp. Part of the tree's trunk is shaped like the face of a dog. Why, it must be a dogwood tree.
Yeah, the Isle Wonder is full of terrible puns. You have the dogwood tree, the stick in the mud, and the bump on
The
the log.
fallen log has a good-sized knot or bump.
There's not much we can do here right now, so we're just going to pass on through. Let's see what we've got here.
Unless Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears. Vines of sweet ripening tomatoes climb up little wooden posts. Alexander takes a close look at the tomato in the ground. It appears to be darker than those on the vines.
What are you staring at there, boy? Go away, you rootless thing, you! Yeah.
Yep, that tomato is definitely rotten. Is that lettuce growing in the garden? It looks a little chilled. Why, it must be iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
A colorful array of snapdragons stand guard to one side of the path. The wallflowers look terribly shy. There appears to be a hole in the garden wall. Through the hole in the wall, Alexander sees a land that resembles a giant chessboard. Wow, it really is a hole in the wall. Zounds, those wallflowers sure are shy, and the snapdragons are awfully protective of them. Alexander can't even get close to the wallflowers without causing quite a stir.
Now we're going to need this hole in the wall.
Alexander decides to pick up
You
the
try to
hole in the
take
wall.
it.
A hole in the wall could be a very useful thing. Alexander startled the poor thing. It's run off to hide behind the wallflowers.
So we're going to have to figure out some way to get the hole in the wall that's hiding behind the wallflowers. Until then, we're going to go ahead and go through here. Alright, let's see if we can't visit. Or not.
Checkmate! Only chess pieces allowed in chessboard land? That's right. Humans aren't allowed in and never will be. Stay out!
No. I was always a little disappointed that you can't explore chessboard land.
I must insist, Your Highness. I shall send the lump of coal to the Vizier and the Princess as a present for their wedding, and that's the end of it.
And I suppose you'll leave me with only this stupid spoiled egg to send, Your Highness. I want to impress the new king and queen of the realm as much as you do. As queen of this island, I have every right to that lump of coal.
Who isn't queen of this isle? The lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore, I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's nothing wrong with that spoiled egg.
The egg, though delightfully spoiled, is not nearly so valuable as the lump of coal, and you know it. Your Highness always got to carry the singing stone. It's not fair that you get the coal, too.
That doesn't count. The singing stone was stolen by that horrid beast. I should get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen.
It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the Isle of Wonder treasury. Your Highness always thinks that everything is hers.
Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle an argument for us?
Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg? Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
Why are they bringing me
I'm
into the
sorry,
middle
Your
of it?
Majesties. I'm partial to both red and white, but I'm afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem. One of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
What a ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence. The lump of coal goes much better with my gown anyway. Black and red are imperial colors.
That's the silliest thing I ever heard. Red does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
Well, that was interesting. We did learn one thing, though. The singing stone that was apparently part of the Isle of Wonder treasury, they believe was stolen by the beast on the Isle of the Beast. So that explains at least some of the animosity going on between the islands. And we're also going to pick up this scarf.
Alexander picks up the Red Queen's scarf.
All right. So this is going to wrap up this episode of King's Quest VI. I think next time we'll get to explore another one of the islands. Until then, we're going to save the game under chessboard land. I don't know, is that one word or two? Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching.